我是我生命的大世纪创造者，我允许我内在喜悦自如散发，我感觉到真爱并看见光，我是大世纪创造者。道德经 Translated by Robert Eno and edited by Dongxiao. Chapter 71. To know you do not know is best. Not to know that one does not know is to be flawed. One who sees his flaws as flaws is therefore not flawed. The sage is flawless. He sees his flaws as flaws, therefore he is flawless. Chapter 72. When the people do not hold the awesome in awe, awful events occur. Do not narrow their living space, nor crush their means of livelihood. Because you do not crush them, they will not view you as a crushing burden. Therefore the sage knows himself, but does not display himself, cherishes himself, but does not glorify himself. Thus he discards the one and takes the other. Chapter 73. One who is valiant in being daring will be killed. One who is valiant in being timid will live. Of these two, one is profitable and the other is harmful. Who knows why Tian hates what it hates? Even the sage takes valiant to be difficult. The Tao of Tian excels at prevailing, though it does not contend. It excels at responding, though it does not speak. Things come of themselves, though it does not summon. It excels at planning, though it is flexible. The net of Tian is vast, though the mesh is broadly spaced. Nothing gets through. My comments, Robert Eno may have used a different Chinese version because some words were missing. I will add them in. Chapter 74. If the people do not fear death, what good is threatening them with death? If you make people ever fearful of death by playing tricks in a crooked way, I will capture you and kill you. Then let's see who else dares to do it again. Always have an executioner, the net of Tian, whose charge is to kill. One who takes the place of an executioner is like one who takes the carpenter's place in hewing wood. Few who take the carpenter's place fail to wound their hands. Chapter 75. When the people starve, it is because their ruler extracts too much in taxes. That is why they starve. When the people are hard to govern, it is because their ruler takes action. That is why they are hard to govern. When the people regard death as unimportant, it is because their ruler seeks life too excessively. That is why they regard death as unimportant. It is precisely doing nothing for the sake of life that makes one worthier than those who value life. Chapter 76. When alive, people are pliant and weak. When they die, they're stiff. The things of the world, such as trees and grasses, are pliant and fragile when alive. They die shriveled and dry. Thus, the hard and the strong are followers of death. The pliant and the weak are followers of life. Therefore, when an army is strong, it can get into perishment. When a tree is strong, it can break off. The strong and the great dwell below. The blind and the weak dwell above. Chapter 77. The Tao of Tian is like the stretching of a bow. The high is brought down, and the low is raised up. It takes from what it has abundance and supplies what is lacking. The Tao of Tian takes from what has abundance and supplies what is lacking. But the Tao of man is not thus. It takes from what is lacking in order to supply what has abundance. Who can serve heaven by means of abundance? Only one who possesses the Tao. Hence, the sage acts but relies on nothing. His task accomplished, he does not take the credit. He does not wish to manifest his worth. Chapter 78. Nothing in the world is more weak and soft than water. Yet nothing surpasses it in conquering the hard and the strong. There is nothing that can compare. All know that the weak conquers the strong, and the soft conquers the hard, but none are able to act on this. Thus, the sage says that he who receives the derision of the state is the lord of the state, suzerain. He who receives the misfortune of the state is the king of the world. Straight words seem to reverse themselves. Chapter 79. When making peace between disputants, there is always some remaining sense of dispute. How can this constitute a good act? Therefore, the sage keeps hold of the creditor's tally, but never calls in the debts others owe him. One with virtue, De, oversees the tally. One without virtue oversees the payment. The Tao of Tian has no favorites. It always shifts to the good person. Chapter 80. Make the state small and the people few. Let there be arms for troops in tens and hundreds, but unused. Make the people treat death seriously and not move to distant places. Though there be boats and carriages, they shall not be ridden. Though there be armor and weaponry, they shall not be deployed. Let the people return to keep records by knotted rope. Their food sweet to them, their clothes beautiful to them, their homes comfortable to them, their customs joyful to them. Though neighboring states be in sight of one another, and the sounds of the cocks and dogs heard from one to the other, the people of one will never visit the other, even as they grow old and die. Chapter 81. Trustworthy words are not beautiful. Beautiful words are not trustworthy. Good words are not eloquent. Eloquent words are not good. The wise are not broadly learned. The broadly learned are not wise. The sage does not hoard. Having used what he has for others, his possessions increase. Having given what he has to others, he has more and more. The Tao of Tian benefits and does not harm. The Tao of the sage is for others and does not contend.
I am not the creator of my life. I allow my inner joy to emanate freely. I am master creator
道德经第71章：知不知，上；不知之，病。夫为病病，是以不病。圣人不病，以其病病，是以不病。第72章：民不畏威，则大威至。无暇其所居，无厌其所生。夫为不厌，是以不厌。是以圣人自知不自见，自爱不自贵，故去彼取此。第73章：勇于敢则杀，勇于不敢则活。此两者，或利或害，天之所恶，孰知其故？是以圣人犹难知。天之道，不争而善辩，不言而善应，不召而自来，谄然而善谋。天网恢恢，疏而不失。第74章：民不畏死，奈何以死惧之？若使民常畏死而为奇者，唯得执而杀之，孰敢？常有厮杀者杀，夫待厮杀者杀，是谓待大将浊。夫待大将浊者，希有不伤其手矣。第75章：民之饥，以其上食税之多，是以饥；民之难治，以其上之有为，是以难治；民之轻死，以其上求生之厚，是以轻死。夫为无以生为者，是贤于贵生。第76章：人之生也柔弱，其死也坚强。万物草木之生也柔弱，其死也枯槁。故坚强者死之徒，柔弱者生之徒。是以兵强则不胜，木强则共。强大处下，柔弱处上。第77章：天之道，其由张弓于高者养之，下者举之。有余者损之，不足者补之。天之道，损有余而补不足；人之道则不然，损不足以奉有余。孰能有余以奉天下？唯有道者。是以圣人为而不恃，攻城而不处，其不欲献贤。第78章：天下莫柔弱于水，而攻坚者莫之能胜，以其无以易之。弱之胜强，柔之胜刚。天下莫不知，莫能行。是以圣人云：受国之垢，是谓社稷主；受国不祥，是谓天下王。正言若反。第79章：何大怨，必有余怨，安可以为善？是以圣人执左契，而不责于人。有德思弃，无德思彻。天道无亲，常与善人。第80章：小国寡民，时有石帛之器而不用，使民重死而不远图。虽有周瑜，无所成之；虽有甲兵，无所陈之。使人复结绳而用之，甘其食，美其服，安其居，乐其俗。邻国相望，鸡犬之声相闻，民至老死不相往来。第81章：信言不美，美言不信；善者不辩，辩者不善；智者不博，博者不智；圣人不积，己以为人，己欲有；己以与人，己欲多。天之道，利而不害；圣人之道，为而不争。
Bengawan Solo Riwayatmu ini sedari dulu jadi perhatian seni musim ke